this is the core of the program. How to monetize your social media marketing efforts. That's what the rest of the weekend is going to be about. Okay, and if you guys can gain these skill sets, what you're going to find is your relationship marketing will get on steroids. You're going to be able to provide the information consumers and referral sources need one time, and once you get that information on there, it can be consumed over and over and over by consumers and referral sources. And guess what? They can consume it when they're ready. Okay, and I know you guys are ready to embrace change. I mean, think about it is, banks made doing business with them easier, didn't they? You know how they did it? They put in a drive-in window. Okay, and because you don't want to get out of your car and go in there. You know what else banks did? They put ATMs out there, didn't they? So you know what but you're still using banking services. They're still charging you. They're just delivering them in a different way. Okay, fast food restaurants, they said, guess what? We don't want you to have to come into the shop. Let's put a drive-in window. And now McDonald's has two. And they're talking to you simultaneously. And I always think there's going to be a crash. I don't know how they're managing that thing, but they got a good traffic cop behind the camera somehow. Okay, so what we have to do is deliver the information that we want conveyed in a different manner. And this is it. This is it. Social media. Okay. Now, I'm going to lay a ton of stuff on you through this presentation, but I'm going to talk to you about why it's so important that we're doing what we're doing. Then I'm going to talk about Twitter. And again, I thought that was a bird out there, these tweets, but we're going to tweet. And you're going to set up a Twitter account. And before we leave here today, you're going to make your first tweet or two. And then tomorrow we're going to do Facebook. And we're going to get your Facebook account set up in a breakout session. Okay, and then we're going to do YouTube, and you're going to upload videos. You're going to upload those pictures I asked you to bring. Okay, we're going to do all those things before you leave. So your social networking empire will be built before you leave. Now what's going to happen is it'll have content on it, and when you get home, you don't have to worry about setting it up, and you don't have to think, how do I do this? Because you've already done it. Okay. Now, let me say this to you. When we're putting information on Facebook and we're uploading videos to YouTube, guess where else I want you to send that information? How about Home Inspector HQ? How about, why don't we build a social networking site for our own selves? Why don't we talk to each other? Why don't we have Peter schedule events that we can all come to? Okay, so we can really build a Home Inspector community with good information. But we need contributors. So be a contributor. So when you see something cool out there in the field that's bizarre, other home inspectors would love to see, upload it. Upload all kind of stuff. It's your Facebook. So don't forget that site when you're uploading stuff. It's cool, and it really helps the community. Okay, I want you to have a video camera and a regular camera in your hand at all times. Did you know the crawl space and a mag ultralight or whatever it's called makes a great crawl space video? I see some of the videos. I see what Preston does. It's beautiful what he does. Goldilocks and Three Bears. He's got Megan on it, out there narrating a story with the kids in a paper house in their front yard in Charlotte. I was the first one to get to comment on that. It was a great video, and I bet the realtors loved it. It was great because it showed your personality. So social networking is a way in which you can shine. People can know you, like you, and trust you. They can understand what's in it for them. What is it that consumers want from you? What message do they want to hear from the home inspector? No, consumers. Let's think about them. When they're, that's it. They don't want to buy the money pit, do they? Okay, do you think that you could put information on the internet in the form of videos, articles, all those types of things that would share with the consumer why they should select you? Do you think your competitors are going to be doing this outside this room? Okay, so do you know how many people in your area searched for Home Inspector, your marketing area, last month? Anybody use Traffic Travis? Okay, did you find out how many people were searching? 200. There you go. Okay, 200. Let's say you get 10 of those. Okay, that's another 10. It was 3,000 in Atlanta. 3,000 people. And the bigger the metropolitan area, the bigger it is. Okay, so what happens? We know people are online searching for us. Okay, now, and so what happens is once you put that work up, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. It stays there forever. So it's work once, get paid over and over. Okay, so that's where we're going with this. I got my own clicker. I know which way to point it, too. Have you guys ever heard me say this? Begin with the end in mind. Okay, I never, ever, ever start a project that I don't know where I'm going. if I'm going to take a vacation in a destination I've never been to before, you better believe I got a road map or a GPS. I'm going to know how to get there. And what's going to happen is this: you have to ask yourself, where do I want to end up with my social networking properties? Who am I trying to reach? Where do I want to go? Okay, I think you want to reach consumers. I think that's the number one thing. I think you can also reach professional real estate agents as a latent benefit of your work getting consumers. Okay, so that's where you want to end up. So every video you put up, every article you write, everything that you put on your social networking sites should be aimed at providing useful or helpful information to the consumer. Okay, and then we're going to drive consumers. I'm going to show you, and Lori and Jeff are going to show you how to drive consumers to your social networking properties where they can learn about you. Now, while you're at home in bed, your social networking properties are selling your services. While you're on vacation, your social networking sites are selling your services. You got a new product or service? Announce it on your social networking sites. You decided to move in the infrared business? Now you're the infrared expert in the area. You know what happens is, you know what it costs you? Did I mention that the conference strategies this time are free and low cost? Okay. I mean, has anybody said anything about money? I mean, we're not talking about spending any money. We're talking about spending a little time, adding work incrementally that stays on there forever. Okay? And then driving traffic to it. And we can show you free ways to drive traffic to it. Okay, so we're trying to reach the consumer.